Welcome to Alteryx Blending Basics. In this video, we'll use the Join tool to blend data from two different sources where the records in each file contain a common identifier. Our data is in the Alteryx Sample Data folder. The customer details are in Customer CSV. Locate it and drag it onto the canvas. The customer purchases are in the Transactions XML file. Locate it and drag it onto the canvas. The customers also have an identifier, Customer ID. Each record in Transactions represents a sale, and the customer who made the transactions is referenced by their ID, that is customer_ID. To aggregate the total purchases and find out the customer name and market segment, we need to create a single data set. We'll join the sources on Customer ID. Joining merges the customer details with the corresponding transactions into a new record. Go to Favorites and select the Join tool. Drag it onto the canvas. Connect Transactions XML to the L input of the Join tool, and then Customers CSV to the R input. Select the Join tool and go to the Configuration pane, and set the left input field name to Customer_ID. Then set the right input field name to Customer ID. In order to compare the fields, the data type must be the same. The Join tool creates a conditional statement where transactional customer_ID equals customer's customer ID. The Join tool produces three outputs. The L output, left, contains all the records from the transactions that did not match customers. As you can see, we have some transactions that do not match any customer data. The R output, right, contains all the records from the customers that did not match records from the transaction. All of our customer data matched a transaction, so this output contains no records. The J output, join, contains all the records that matched. The data from both is combined to form one record. Let's take a closer look at the results from the J output. A row that contains all the data from both sources was created. Since we left the default settings in the Join tool, all the fields from both files are in the records. You may want to go back and eliminate the fields you do not need, such as one of the Customer ID fields. The resulting table is larger than the size of our two original data sources. That's because some customers made more than one purchase, and the customer details were added to each transaction. The tools used to answer the question, who were the top 5 customers for each segment, are discussed in the next video. Introduction to Memory Considerations.